required for set. All things. There are some changes from our current zoning rewrite, as we discussed before. There's a variety of designations that basically give us more flexibility, but they are in line with the current use designations that we currently have. And some other changes that we brought clarity to. We had some parking standards that we wrote or updated in the zoning rewrite for commercial, residential, multifamily. That way it's different for each one. It's not standard across the board because different developments have different needs. We do have and have written throughout the zoning rewrite, if there is ambiguity in a development, maybe there's something coming that the zoning rewrite maybe addresses, or it's not very clear. It could be a sign, it could be a lighting that does give the director discretion to make the call or designate the decision to staff to make the call on topics of ambiguity. We did add some required landscape buffering that was between certain developments. Retail on the first floor of new development will now be required for any commercial development. But again, you can go to BOZA if that is not according to what a developer wants, and they can have BOZA hear the case. And finally, just some highlights on the changes. We did go after light pollution as the city grows. As you know, light can be emitted upwards, and so we have some updates to the ordinance that says that the light needs to be emitted downward so that we can preserve the viewing of the night sky. And then Tommy did talk about January 1st, 2025 and putting this into effect. That gives staff some more time to just kind of learn and get our enforcement personnel in place. And Tommy can talk a little bit about the zoning map.
I'm just going to discuss the parts that we consolidated. AG1 and AG2 are just going to AG. R1 and R2 are going to RS10, which is single family 10,000. R4 and R40 lot line are going to residential mixed use high density and residential mixed use medium density. Institutional and MC medical is going to institutional. B3 and B3R is going to commercial neighborhood district, and the B4 and M1A expressway is going to commercial regional district, and the redevelopment 1 and redevelopment 2 are going to the urban corridor mixed use. Our plan with the zoning ordinance was to make our development push light industry out a little bit off our main corridors and make development more likely to happen in this area. Do y'all have any questions?
Okay. One thing I'll point out, as I did earlier, the section on front yard parking has been removed. That was one area that we were getting a lot of comments for, so we just removed that. And then building height, stories, and compatibility, where it required a 25-foot separation between buildings for a two-story for a three-story is now 50 feet. So anything that is 50 feet or less can only be two-story, 51 feet to 75 can be three-story. And everybody understand we're actually doing two different things today. One is recommending approval of the zoning text, and the other is recommending approval of the zoning map. Those are actually two different things. So is there anyone from the public that would wish to speak to any of these items? Okay, if not, we're going to take the zoning text first. Do I have a motion to recommend the text?
Motion. Second.
A motion by Mr. Temple, second by Mr. Pike. Any comments or questions from anyone on the commission? Okay, I will bring up here that we had some public comment about the RD2 section that is being combined with RD1. The planning department is going to make some recommendations to the change of that in this document to present it to the council. Okay, if no one has any comment, please call the roll.
Lawrence,
Yes.
Gordon,
Yes.
Tate,
Yes.
Wade,
Yes.
Temple,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Pike.
Yes.
Okay, then the second part will be the zoning map as presented. We have a motion to accept, or to recommend, I'm sorry.
Motion to recommend.
Second.
A motion by Mr. Way, second by Mr. Borden. Any comments from the public? Any comments or questions from the commission?
Will this, the RD2 and 1 also affect the map, if so that also needs to be added as a part of it?
If it could affect the map, yeah. So that they would make that recommendation as well. Please call the roll.
Lawrence,
Yes.
Gordon,
Yes.
Tate,
Yes.
Wade,
Yes.
Temple,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Pike.
Yes.
All right, that is approved for recommendation. Long time coming, glad to get this done. No other business? We are adjourned.
Thank you.